All right, so we got the Time Warp for Christmas. This is a cluster engine rocket. This has a 13mm engine cluster pack, and in order to set this off, we're going to need a little bit more power from our controller. Now, this was the controller that we have right here. So what we did was we updated this with an external power. Okay, so I have these Makita job site batteries, and what I wanted to do was incorporate this battery for into our controller so that we can get a little bit more juice and set off these 3 engines all at once at the same time. Now the 6 volts that the normal controller gives us is not going to be enough. So this is what we ended up coming up with. I ended up coming up with a little plug here, and on the battery on the side of our controller is where the external power will hook into. Right like that. Now this switch right here is just a toggle switch to go from internal power on the top to external power on the bottom. Center is off. What I also did was I added a sound buzzer for the bigger battery so that we know when the bigger battery is hooked up and ready to go. So I've got my leads here connected. So what we'll do is we'll go internal battery power. Light comes on, tells us we've got continuity, we're hot, ready to go. And if we go to, and you can see that this does work when you shut the power off. When you go to external battery, this is an 18-volt battery. I do have a reducer inside. This reduces the battery from 18 volts to 9 volts. So we're going to see if that is going to be enough. But we go to external battery, and then you can hear the buzzer going off right there. So what we're going to do is, what I also did was I created a whip for the cluster rocket. So these alligator connectors right here will just connect right to alligator connectors on the end of our lead. And this whip has 3 positives and 1 negative. So what we're going to end up doing is we'll take some igniters. We're going to test this out in just a second here. We're going to take some igniters. We're going to hook all the negative sides, well, one side of the connectors to the 1 negative, and then we're going to connect each of the other sides to one of these positives, and we're going to see how that works. Okay, so we've got our whip connected to all 3 of our igniters right here, and the whip is connected to the end of the cables right here. So the whip is just for the cluster rocket, for nothing else. Whoops. Okay, make sure none of these are touching. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, turn on that external power. We have continuity. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And not enough power. Okay then. Looks like we might have to go from 9 volts to maybe all 18. We'll have to see. But that is definitely, 9 volts is not enough to get all 3 of these engines or igniters to go off at the same time. So, all right, well, stay tuned.
Ready to go?
Yes.
Okay. So what we did was, this is take 2. We took out the 9-volt converter to convert our 18 volt to 9. So we're just going to run all 18 volts and see what happens. So we've got our whip on our 3 igniters here. All right, and there we go. Continuity. continuity. All right, launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 18 volts will do it.